Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another work week in my life for you guys in Montreal in quarantine. So this is quarantine week 3. When you guys watch this, it might be week 4 or 5. So first of all, I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Zoe. I live in Montreal. I work in consulting, and like probably many of you right now, I am working from home. Like probably many of you right now, I'm also struggling working from home. So that's why I decided to film this video in specific with kind of like a theme. So it's not just going to be a regular vlog, it's going to be a little bit more structured. And as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be testing out different productivity hacks. So different hacks that like experts, bloggers, all that kind of thing recommend for you to sort of crush your to-do list. I'm going to be testing them out in this video because I've been finding it really hard to like be productive, get focused from home. I'm not used to working from home. I have friends who are and they're like thriving, and I am just not, and my mood's been affected and all of that. So we're gonna talk about all that in this video. Definitely have some sort of like chats that I want to have later on in the video that get a little bit deep. So yeah, I just want this video to be realistic. I don't want to paint the picture that like life at home is so easy and everything's great and it's just so easy. Like, it's not. It's really hard. I'm having a very hard time. I like call my parents almost every day being like, what am I doing? I suck, you know? So if you guys feel that way, you're not alone. We'll talk about it later in the video. But yeah, I just wanted to intro this, let you guys know some of the techniques I'm going to be trying, and also let you know that if you're new, please subscribe because that will make me really happy. I'm really close to 6K, which is so exciting. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok because we're all into TikTok during quarantine. Am I right? Cool. I'll leave a video map down below for where you can see the specific techniques if you're interested in just one. And if you don't want to skip, then just make yourself a coffee, a nice coffee. I have one right here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the vlog. I'm not wearing a bra, can you tell? Happy Monday. So, okay, let's start the vlog. It's Monday. It's 1 p.m. I slept in, I definitely did, and I need to get to work. So already today I started using the 2-minute technique, which is really simple, and I think it's something that we can integrate every single day. And it's basically, if you have a quick task that you need to get done, set a 2-minute timer and just go and do it and finish it. That way it's just out of the way, it's not nagging at you, and it's pretty like quick and easy. What I did to kind of change it up a bit was, rather than set a 2-minute timer, I chose of like one of my favorite songs, or like a song that really pumps me up, played it on my speaker and did the task for the length of that song. So that's something that you can do too, and I'd actually recommend it over the timer because it's really fun. You get to like pick your favorite song and go. I kind of failed because I ended up going for like 3 more songs because I was just like into my cleaning. But yeah, so I'm gonna go make breakfast and take a shower and fully start my day at 1 p.m. because that's quarantine life and that's the truth. And I definitely do want to work on waking up earlier. So we are going to cover that in this video, but I just want to be super honest with you guys because straight up, if I'm going to get deep for a second, sometimes I watch other vloggers and they're like up early and like living this like picture perfect life, and it makes me feel bad about myself that like I'm not like that, or I'm unable to do that. So for anyone watching my videos, I would never want to make you feel that way. So hi, it's Monday, it's 1 p.m. I'm still in my pajamas, my hair is full of grease, and this is me, but we're going to work together on getting better. So cool. Let's go make breakfast. Before quarantine, I used to listen to so many podcasts because I would listen to them like on my way to work or at work. And for some reason, because of quarantine, I just like stopped listening to podcasts. I went for a walk last week, a few days ago, and I like was listening to the Skinny Confidential, and I remembered how like some podcasts can make me feel really inspired. So I am going to pick a playlist, probably from the Skinny Confidential because I love her, and play that while I clean up this mess of a kitchen. Like, hi, good morning, yeah. And I'm gonna make oatmeal for breakfast because it's a gloomy day and I just feel like having something like cozy. So I'm gonna do that, listen to Skinny Confidential. I will link her podcast down below. I'm sure like all of you guys probably know of it, but Brain Secrets Brain Surgeon's Secrets to Boost Performance and Unleash Creativity.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
For work, and then have another space that's used for relaxation. The surroundings that we put ourselves in have a certain amount of influence over our psychological states.
Hi guys, so I just showered and got dressed for the day. I'm wearing this red sweater from Simon's. It's like super cozy, perfect for this gloomy, rainy day. And then I'm wearing these black sweatpants from Zara. You can't really tell because they're like so dark, but they have like these pockets in the front. They're pretty tight. Yeah. If you guys want to see more at home, like work from home outfit ideas, I just uploaded last week a work from home lookbook. This outfit was in it. Yeah, so they're like cozy but cute outfits to kind of make you feel like a little bit more put together for at home. I also put in some earrings today just to like feel a bit more put together because I definitely need that push. So I thought it would be fun to show you guys my workstation. I was watching a video during breakfast about like setting up your work from home workstation, which I will link down below. I'm not gonna like really repeat the tips, but basically it was to ensure that like you have a good setup for your work from home. So I will link that video down below. It was awesome. Definitely recommend you follow the tips. And I don't know, just the lighting's kind of cool. So I thought I would show you guys like little peeks into where I've been hanging out this quarantine in my apartment. So mini apartment tour coming up. So we'll start with my living room. It's kind of a mess, but the couch area I have been doing a lot of stuff from. Like that's my personal laptop there. I like sit on the couch. You guys can see I have like tons of blankets to make it super cozy. And yeah, this is where I'll like answer emails from like my personal stuff, or like sometimes I'll do work stuff just from sitting on the couch if I need a break. And to brighten up my space, I got these flowers from the Atwater Market. They were two bouquets that I put together, so it cost me like 10 bucks. It's a nice way to like support a local business, and it really brightens up the place. It smells super good, so put that next to my plant. I'll probably get more when these ones die, just because like I said, it's a nice way to support. So yeah, that's my living room, and behind me there is where my like office is, so let's go over there. This is where I spend most of the time. Obviously it's like my office. It's also my closet. This is where I keep closets behind me. So I'll show you guys my setup. So this is my desk. It's a huge desk from Structube. I'm really lucky that it like fit perfectly in this little nook over here. So I love having a big desk because I can just like spread my stuff out. So here I have my work laptop. I connect it to a second monitor. Second monitor is a game changer. If you guys don't have one and you're working from home, highly recommend you order one, like order it on Amazon or from Staples or something. I think I paid $150 for this, which definitely worth it. Yeah, I have a nice plant. Did you guys hear my voice? I was like, because I hiccuped at the same time. Oops. I have my cute plant, this cute like cotton stick. These are like cotton, it's like a cotton plant. And this mirror over here, this is like my little aesthetic corner, and then like all my notebooks. And then this is like my shame pile. It's all these papers that I haven't dealt with yet. And there's my favorite plant. So yeah, that's my workstation. So that kind of gives you guys a little overview of where I've been hanging out during quarantine. Yeah. Also, now it's time to get to work for the day. One of the good things about working from home is that if you're not on like set calls, and I guess I should have mentioned that. So I'm currently studying for a certificate for work. So I'm not actually on any like client work or anything. So I don't have very many like scheduled calls. So that's why I'm able to like sleep in late and start my day later. But it does mean that I end up working past like 6 or 7 p.m. So I mean, it's a blessing and a curse because it removes some of the structure, but it's also great that like if you do sleep in like I did today, you know, I'm not like missing out on a bunch of the day because I can like kind of control my schedule. So just want to say that. So I will now be getting into the first productivity method, which will be the Pomodoro method. Okay, so the Pomodoro technique, I'm gonna go over it really briefly, is to set a timer for 25 minutes. And it's based off of like those old little tomato timers that people were using to cook. So you set the timer for 25 minutes and you focus on one task and only one task. So you're not checking your email, you're not checking your phone, you're not doing like other things, you're just focusing in on that one task. It doesn't mean you need to finish it during that time, but for 25 minutes, you're working on one thing. If another task, something that you need to do pops up during that 25 minutes, write it down on a paper and get back to working on your original task. I feel as though what that comes from is like, because it's only 25 minutes, anything urgent isn't urgent within 5 minutes. It's probably urgent within, maybe a few hours. So you can still finish working on what you were working on during that 25 minutes. Once the timer rings, you need to stop what you're doing and take a break. So even if you're not done, it's okay. Go take a little break, make a coffee, take a quick walk around your house, right? Or outside if we're allowed outside. No, we're allowed outside for walks. Take a quick break and then get back to work. So you can either finish what you had started if you weren't done. If the other thing that popped up is more urgent, you can focus on that, but you're only focusing on one thing at a time for 25 minutes. So that's the Pomodoro technique. Quite simple. Also what it says is after four sets of 25 minutes, so an hour, you take a longer break. So I would say after the 25 minutes, maybe take a 5-minute break. And then after an hour, you could take like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. I think though the key, and I will assess it later, is like in your 5-minute break that you don't just get caught up doing other things, that you really do remain in work mode. So after 25 minutes is up, you're not like free to do anything, check your phone, make TikToks, whatever. It's just a really, really quick break. So I'm gonna do that right now. It also says to put a check mark on a piece of paper once you've finished Pomodoro. So maybe what we could do is write a list of the things we want to spend the 25 minutes on, and when you've successfully finished one Pomodoro, you check it off. And this is cool actually, because what it can do is let you guys know, let's say you have one task and it's to like clean up a spreadsheet you were working on, whatever. You do it, you set your 25 minutes and you're not done yet, but you put one check mark. You are able to time how long it actually took you to do that task, because let's say it took you 3 check marks or 3 Pomodoros, then you know it took you 75 minutes. You know it took you 75 minutes to finish that task. So that's cool too. We'll see how it goes when I try it out. And yeah, that's what I looked up. That's what I found. It's funny because since it's like Pomodoro, it's tomato, and I feel like my sweater is very fitting for that. So I'm going to get into it. What I'm working on right now for work is, like I said, my certification. So it's training. So I'm just going to study in 25-minute bursts and see how much I can get done. In order to do this, you can obviously use any timer, such as the one on your phone. You could use your Google Home or your Amazon Alexa if you want, like if you want to put your phone in another room. But the video that I mentioned before, the one talking about setting up your workspace, recommended this timer called Forest, where essentially whenever you want to focus, you plant trees. I've never tried it before. I literally just downloaded it. But you plant trees and the trees grow while you work. So you have like a cute forest that grows. If you leave the app, so if you go on Instagram or whatever, your tree dies. So you don't want your tree to die. The harder you work, the lusher your forest becomes. So it's cool because you get to like see all your forests grow. Speed up productivity by developing a phone-free zone. I definitely need this. And it says use Forest to be present in your daily life while working, studying, or being with friends. So this app had amazing reviews on the App Store too. Like I said, the guy in the video really talked highly of it. So let's go. It's funny, it automatically starts with a 25-minute timer. So probably made for Pomodoro. And you can choose you can choose the kind of tree that you want. So I'm feeling like having a bush. We're gonna do this one. And yeah, so you start your timer, don't leave the app. And this app costs about $3, but lately I've been in the mood to like support app developers because like not everything in the world has to be free. So I don't know. I'm just saying that because I used to never pay for apps, but I was like, you know what? This app looks cute. It's $3. Like, I'm going to buy it. So let's go. So there we go. The timer has started. I can't touch my phone anymore, which is a huge distractor for me. And I am now going to get to work on my studies. I've never filmed from this angle before, but it looks cool. So, okay, I'm gonna give you guys my kind of review of the Pomodoro technique. I've been doing it now for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's crazy how, just first of all, in quarantine, I find time is like going by really, really slow. Like that was only 2 hours max, and it feels like it was 5. Like, anyway, so the technique worked really well. I'm actually really happy with it, and it's definitely something I'm going to keep on doing. As I described, you work for 25 minutes and then you take a little break. What I need to do next time is actually time my breaks, because I think I was taking like a little bit too long. Like I would check my phone, then get distracted. And I think the break ended up being like a little longer than it needed to. But what was really cool was during the 25 minutes, if you finish what you were working on, like let's say you set your goal was to finish like one chapter. In my case, it's like one chapter of studying. And I know a lot of people are actually studying from home, so this could be really good. So yeah, your goal is to finish one chapter of studying in the 25 minutes. Let's say you finish it before the 25 minutes is up. Normally, if you weren't like working with this timer thing, you'd like, okay, I'm done my chapter. Like I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna like, you know, go on my phone, whatever. But because you have the timer going, and because like, especially with this app, you like kill your tree. If you, let's say we were to go on Instagram, you'd kill your tree. It forces you to keep working. So if you finish your chapter and you still have 8 minutes left, and this is what happened to me, you are forced to keep working for that 8 minutes. So it's actually making you be like extra productive by like giving you an extra, you know, extra work where otherwise you would maybe have stopped and taken a break. So that was really awesome. So part of the technique, like I mentioned, was doing a check mark after you finish one 25-minute round, which I did, and also writing down anything that pops up into your brain, any little to-do that pops up into your brain while you're working. So I did the check marks, you guys can see here, and I also wrote down a few things that popped up into my mind that I need to do. Normally those things would have distracted me and I would have been like, oh, it's quick, let me just do it right away, get it out of the way, and it would have steered me off course. Things like calling my grandma, contacting PayPal, I have to like ask them about this online thing that I ordered, and like little reminders like I'm supposed to have a call tonight at 6. So normally I would have like stopped what I was doing, dealt with that, and then gone back to work, which usually ends up taking longer. Now I have a little list of things that I can just bang out one at a time right now, and it kept me super focused. So Pomodoro routine, Pomodoro method was awesome. Definitely recommend it. And the Forest app also was awesome. I will link it down below. So that's my review, and I'm gonna just keep getting on with my day. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today's Tuesday morning, and I'm feeling really proud this morning because it's like 8 a.m., maybe a little bit after because I showered. So basically, today I woke up at 7:30, the earliest I've woken up in all of quarantine, which is nuts because if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know I used to always be up at 6 a.m., like getting up, working out, being like, you know, super productive and whatever. And the first, you know, few days the first week, I was really enjoying sleeping in, and it was just so clear to me that my body really needed like to catch up on a bunch of sleep. The second week, however, though, it was more just like a bad habit, and like I was rested, but I was just sleeping all day, which led me to feeling really guilty about like wasting the day, being less productive than I could, blah, 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 hence this video. I will talk about that more later. I know I keep saying that, but I just want to make sure that I'm in like the right frame of mind to be able to like properly sit down and discuss the subject with you guys. And yeah, this is just the morning intro. So like I said, it's around 8 a.m. hopped out of the shower. I still haven't checked my phone yet. That's something that I'm really working hard on, is leaving my phone downstairs, because I sleep like in the upstairs part of my house, apartment, whatever. Leaving my phone downstairs and not touching it until I do my morning journal pages. So that's something that really, really helps like start my day on the right foot, really helps with my anxiety. Checking your phone in the morning, we all know that it's not the best thing, yet we all do it, you know, me too. So that's something I'm working on. So I made myself a tea. I took a shower just to like wake myself up, because I'm not gonna lie, it was hard getting out of bed that early, but, ooh, a hair. I really had to force myself. Definitely worth it though. I feel super proud. So what do I want to talk about this morning? Today's method, we are going to be trying 3 different methods sort of combined into one. We're going to be doing the checklist. Hi, Rodrigo. The checklist method, we are going to do the 3 most important things, which can easily be derived from the checklist method. And then we're going to do the 2-minute rule. So in order to do the checklist method, I mean, it's just a list, right? There's no right or wrong way, and you can research what way works best for you. This is how I'm going to do it, and this is how I kind of see it working out. I really see there's 2 ways to do the checklist method. You could do it for your whole day, or you could do it just for work, just for school. So what I mean by that is, for your whole day would include work as well, but also personal things like calling your parents, things like cleaning, you know, things that are not just to do with your work, but still require being productive. Whereas you could also just do a checklist for just, you know, when you sit down at your workstation, you just do your checklist for work, you just do your checklist for what you need to study for school. Because we're working from home, I am going to do the first one. I'm going to do everything in one, just because, let's be honest, as much as we try and create separation, work and personal life are really just blending together at this point. So I'm going to do a checklist for my whole day. Because I'm doing it for my whole day, that is why I am doing it like before checking my phone or anything, just because I want it to be a part of my like morning mindfulness practice. You guys have seen these papers before in, like, if you're familiar with my other videos. We can see here it's got a to-do portion. It has the top 3 priorities, which we'll get into after, and then it has like a few other prompts on the side. You don't need a fancy pad like this. Any piece of paper will work, seriously. If you want to like get something cute like that, you can buy stationery like on Amazon or whatever, but don't wait for that to start this method. So how am I going to do this? I am going to do first my 5-minute journal. That's always the one I do first. Then I'm going to do my green journal, which is just like a sort of a personal brain dump of thoughts. Then what I'm going to do is write down every single thing I feel like I need to do today in the to-do section. So big or small, for work, for personal, it doesn't matter. Write everything down. Don't worry about the order. Just literally do this as a brain dump to clear everything out of your mind and put it onto this piece of paper, and we'll check back in a second. Done all my journaling and I've made my list. It's really like a calming exercise to just seriously dump everything onto a list. So put the date at the top and I write down everything that I want to get done. It's interesting because today I actually have more personal things that like I really need to do than work things. It's more of a calm day for work today. So yeah, wrote down everything. I wrote down everything from as simple as literally call my grandma. I have to like DM someone on Instagram. To bigger things like a call, like that's for work, that's important, appointments, doing laundry. I want to like complete this certain section of my training. So that's like, it's one line. It takes up the same amount of space on the line as calling my grandma, but it's going to take much longer. So so you could stop here and you could just do the checklist method and you could say, okay, like, you know, what are my priorities? What am I going to do? Like, okay, you know, go and let's get everything on this checklist done. What I tend to do when I make checklists, and I've done this in the past, is I put down everything that's really on my mind, even if it doesn't need to get done today. And I read this book called Get Your Shit Together. by Sarah Knight is I think her name. And what she suggests that you do is make a to-do list and then a must-do list, because I think she was like me and like a lot of people where we make these checklists that are like simply unattainable, and then we beat ourselves up when we don't accomplish everything that's on our checklist. So, you know, if we're like, we're gonna run and we're gonna work out and we're gonna do this and we're gonna clean and we're gonna blah, 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 like it's impossible. You can't get all that done in a day. So it's nice to have the idea, and yes, you wanna do it, so write it down, no problem. But let's talk about a must-do list, or the top 3 priorities. So my paper is actually already geared to that, but this is a technique that I found when I was looking at productivity hacks, is of all of this list, what are the 3 things you need to get done the most? Or what are the 3 things that you're gonna feel the most accomplished if you do today? They don't have to be the hardest things. They can really be like the most important. Sorry, Grandma, but I've been putting off calling my poor Sita for like a while, just because I'm like, it only takes a few, you know, we don't talk for hours, like, and I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. So I'm putting that on my priorities because I need to call her, you know? So call Sita. And these don't need to be necessarily in order of the most important, but you know, just the top 3, because you need to get these 3 things done today. So that's one of my priorities. So now you have your 3 things, and you know, and you need to like reflect and say, okay, if all that I get done off of this list is those 3 things, will I feel accomplished today? For me, the answer is yes. So we're good. Hi guys, so that is not good lighting. Let's put you down there. Hi everyone, so just thought I would check in. It's about 11 o'clock. It's so crazy to me. I was usually waking up around this time the rest of the week, but I already feel like I got so much done checking stuff off the list. I am loving this checklist method so far. I mean, it's what I used to do pretty often, but I feel like just because I'm filming it and like really investing in the checklist method, that it's really awesome. Already this morning I had breakfast, showered, I've got some laundry in right now. I got to FaceTime 2 of my friends, which felt really good. Such a nice way to start the day, just with like a bit of social interaction, because normally you'd wake up and you would, you know, take the metro, go to work, like talk to people, kind of shoot the shit. But we can't do that. So really nice way to start the morning. So yeah, already getting some stuff off the list. I'm just having a chill morning in my kitchen, listening to music. I got my little setup going that you guys saw. I also got a package in the mail. I ordered some stuff off of Aritzia, so stay tuned. I'm gonna do a haul really soon. They're shipping out separately because some of the stuff was like out of stock. So once I get everything, I will have a haul up for you guys. Yeah, probably gonna make cookies soon. Should I vlog that? Yeah, we should. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. It is about 10 p.m. now. I'm winding down. Obviously, I'm lounging on the couch right now. And I thought I would just do a recap of the checklist method, give you guys my review, and talk a bit about my day. So first of all, I just want to say that waking up early obviously had such a good impact on my day. I feel like I was able to get so much done. The checklist method was definitely awesome. It really, really helped. Guys, I literally did everything on my checklist except for one thing. And here is my big fail. One of the things that I didn't get done was on my top 3 priorities. So I just want to talk about that quickly. I had 3 priorities. One was to call my grandma. One was to complete a certain module of my studying. And the others was to like make my cookies and like make like a TikTok about it. Okay. If you were to ask me at the beginning of the day, if of any of these 3 priorities, what you think you wouldn't do, I would have said it was to call my grandma because it was something short that like I could have just kept pushing off. But I did it because of the whole 2-minute rule thing. I was like, let's just get quick tasks out of the way quickly. Anyway, I didn't finish my studying today. The reason for that was because it was on my priority list. I was like, well, I have to do it. So I kept pushing it for later. So I got everything done. I even got more than what was on this list done because, as you guys know, things just come up during the day, except for my big important task. So I'm not saying this method doesn't work. It obviously does, but I just think that when you have something on your top 3 priorities, you need to get it done earlier in the day and not put it off. Which brings me to tomorrow's method that we're going to try out, which is doing your hardest task first. So I'm going to do a checklist again tomorrow, but we're going to make sure that we do our hardest task first. So whatever that's going to be, let's talk about it tomorrow morning because I'm tired. I don't want to that's the other thing is I could keep pushing myself to finish right now, but it's 10 p.m. and part of this quarantine is also learning to wind down and not be too hard on ourselves. So I'm learning from the mistake I made. We'll make it better tomorrow. So good night and I'll see you then. Guys, so good morning. It's around 8:30 or maybe 9 at this point, whatever. I was able to wake up early again, so that's awesome. I am doing the checklist method again today. However, we are implementing another productivity hack, which is to do the hardest things first. Tomorrow we're going to try doing the easiest things first, but the logic is that once you do the hard things first, the rest of the day is a breeze. Pretty self-explanatory, so I don't need to talk about it too much. I did the same thing as yesterday, did my journal, did my checklist. It's a lot shorter than yesterday, but if I learned anything, it's to let the little things come because they will. I had a super busy day yesterday and you guys saw I was unable to finish one of my top priorities. So today I have 3 top priorities. One of them is I really want to do like an intensive journaling session. I was reading the book You Are a Badass and she talks about releasing limiting beliefs, and it's like a big sort of like deep dive journal sesh. So I really want to do that. I've been putting it off because like I know it's just going to be like kind of emotional and take up a lot of time. I need to finish what I didn't do yesterday and actually write the test for those modules. And there's a video that I want to edit. So the top 2 I would say are my most difficult and also just like most time consuming. So I'm going to start with the one I didn't finish yesterday so that I know it's knocked out of the way right away. Then maybe do the journal session around lunchtime to take a little break from work and finish the rest as we go throughout the day. So I'll let you guys know how this method works, doing the hardest thing first, and let's go have a great day. Afternoon now. I'm gonna go take a walk. I finished priority number 1 of the day and I decided to reshuffle around some of my priorities. Then one of them that was like this big journaling exercise. I'm not feeling like in the best headspace today. I think it has to do with the weather outside. It's very gloomy. I started the day feeling good and then just kind of felt like meh. So I decided that what I think would put me in a better mood would be to kind of do a deep clean of my office space. It's like very dusty. I'll show you guys. There's like a lot of dust like here on the windowsill. There's like some cobwebs over there. So I just feel like I want that to be my priority today, and I'm gonna do the journaling exercise probably tomorrow. So totally okay to reshuffle around your priorities as long as whatever you make your new priority, you still get done. So that's cool. But to start, I'm gonna go take a walk. I just really need to get out of the house right now. I'm gonna go drop off some of those cookies I made on a friend's stoop. We're not gonna come in contact because no, but yeah, I'm just gonna drop them off and then I'm gonna come back and get to cleaning. So yeah. And happy Friday. So I actually just did my first ever workout in quarantine this morning. I did a yoga class with my work. So one of the managers, she teaches yoga, and she did it over Zoom. So I figured if it was work and I told people I was going, it would like force me to stick to it since it's like work and you can't let them down, you know? So first workout of quarantine, it felt really good. I was really stiff, so definitely that was long overdue, but I mean, at least we started, right? So that's what's important. Now it's still morning. It's a really gross day here in Montreal. So I'm just gonna do my typical morning routine of my 5-minute journal and my other journal, which I have to go find. I don't know where it is. And I started reading a new book that my friend Michaela lent me, so I might read a little bit from that. Just take it easy this morning. I also